On Monday morning, independent Hoboken First Ward Council candidate Mike DeFusco spoke with Hudson County View about some of the changes he wants to see implemented in his ward. A 5-year veteran of the Mile Square City Zoning Board of Adjustment, who also works for a media company in the private sector, DeFusco told us that after seeing the First Ward stagnate, it is time to challenge the status quo. While DeFusco said he considers his opponent, First Ward Councilwoman Terry Castellano, to be a very nice person, she also represents a move in the wrong direction for getting things done in Hoboken after 21 years in office.
Speaking to a number of my neighbors and seeing the community stagnate, as a matter of fact, in the First Ward. I've seen streets, filled with potholes. I've seen garbage proliferate, and I think that there's an opportunity here to step up for my community and challenge the status quo and really work together with all parties to make sure that Hoboken's downtown First Ward is a place that is affordable for all, that is clean, and where businesses can flourish. Where we stand on issues like affordable housing, where we stand on issues such as livability are the same. Nothing changes in terms of our residents at Marine View or our seniors at Columbian Tower, 76 Bloom. What will change is a general energy, a general communication, and ideas that will be shared across the ward and across the city. And this is an area I just don't believe Councilwoman Castellano has been able to touch into.
As far as improvements go, DeFusco is pushing for a cleaner Washington Street as well as more functioning streetlights for starters.
If you walk down Washington Street, the lights that are there are fully inadequate. And this is something that the seniors have told my opponent, Councilwoman Castellano, for a number of years, and yet they still go unaddressed. Ironically, these are the same lights that Councilwoman Castellano, was personally responsible for installing over a decade plus ago. So it's clear why she is unwilling to address those lights. At the same time, she's unable to because she has no productive relationship with anyone else besides Mr. Russo, her cousin, who also serves on the council as well.
Furthermore, DeFusco is a rare independent candidate in Hoboken that doesn't have ties with either the New Guard, often associated with Mayor Dawn Zimmer, or the Old Guard, typically linked to council members like Russo and Castellano. He explained his take on both sides.
Yeah, listen, I think the terms Old Guard and New Guard are not fair representations of either of those groups or those that claim affiliation with them or put as part of those umbrellas. I think those that were born and raised here have every right to have the concerns that they do. I understand them. As somebody that's been here for a number of years, I've seen this community change, and they want to make sure that those changes are in line with the neighborhoods that they grew up with. Affordability, again, is key. People want to make sure that they can live downtown, and the Old Guard, the born and raised group, is a group that cares about making sure their neighbors are represented and remain here. I absolutely support that. The New Guard or Reform cares about seeing conversation, communication, scalability, and livability. They have very distinct concerns. Many joke that parks are the mayor's main concern, and that's not true. I think the mayor has very aptly defended against green infrastructure, and Hurricane Sandy was her main, basically enforced everything that she had been doing prior to that. So I think that the mayor has been absolutely in the right pushing for green spaces and scalability, and the born and raised groups are also very important in their concerns about livability and making sure that their neighbors stay here.
Additionally, DeFusco spoke at length about the Hoboken Yard redevelopment plan, which includes the Hoboken Terminal and NJ Transit rail yards, encouraging ideas such as new restaurants and outdoor spaces that could rival the New York's Chelsea Market or Hudson Eats.
I think it's really important that view corridors are maintained. As development comes in, we need to make sure that all our neighbors have a view facing south, and making sure that light and air is not impacted, and that the livability and the walkability of this region is maintained. Creating the green circuit around the city is important, and also getting small businesses on the ground floor to open there and to succeed there.
He also stated that improving the roadways and open space at the Warrington Plaza is high on his priority list.
If elected, I'm going to work with everyone to make sure that those areas are handled and that this area becomes a place that Hoboken residents are proud to come home to, proud to come to with their families, and make it a real place for livability and sustainability.
I'm John Heides with the Hudson County View, the eye of the community.